Guys, it's Robin with Robin's Stampin' Hood. Happy Sunday. Happy to be here. We just finished having dinner outside and it was actually a really nice night to do so. You're gonna hear me do some feedback here in just a second while I check to see what you guys are seeing. So just a reminder that bonus days are still going on. And for some reason, this is not working for me, so bear with me one sec here. Seems like I get it, and then I don't get it, you guys. It's cray-cray. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's telling me that I'm live, but I can't see you. So, okay, we're going to turn you off. There we go. Oh, you can still hear me. We're going to turn that off. Okay, there we go. Now I can start to see people and comments. Yay! So, once again, hi guys, sorry, I have a little technical difficulty. What's new, right? Someday, I'll have it all figured out, just not yet. So just a reminder, the bonus days are going on. So for every $50 you spend before tax and shipping, you get a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up. So hold on to that when you get that email. And it's nice when the new mini catalog comes out. You will be able to use that. Exciting, exciting. And if you are going to purchase anything, if you could use that hostess code, I would love that. So I think that's it. I kind of was like going, what am I going to do for you guys tonight? And I've had this thing sitting on my desk. Excuse me, I'm getting a frog in my throat. I had this sitting on my desk for a long time. A fellow demo, Elizabeth Giles, gave this to me. And I've been meaning to copy it forever. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to copy it. Isn't it cute? Hi, Penny. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Leslie. Yay! I'm so glad to see you guys. Because sometimes I just feel like I'm sitting up in my craft room talking to nobody. So it's a cute little matchbook. Isn't that cute? A little match. I tore it apart, so it's kind of ugly right now, but then it holds, uh-oh. It holds one of these kitties. See, I tore it apart, and then I put it back together wrong. It holds one of these. So isn't that fun? I guess I should have pushed that down before because she has some sticky in there. So it fits in that little pocket. Now, I've done ones before where it's just like the little matchbook, and there's no little inside pocket like that, but I'm going to show you how to do that because I thought that was so fun. And we're going to kind of do this together. I started it and I didn't quite finish it. I've made some mistakes, so now I know what not to do. So I'm going to show you how to do that using the Magnolia dies. So I haven't used these yet. I think honestly I don't think I've used them yet. So I thought that would make a real fun flower for the front of the matchbook. So we're actually going to do that. So I'm going to put that aside so you can see that. And thank you to Elizabeth for giving that to me. She gave it to me in January and it's been sitting here calling my name for all that time. So again, don't forget the bonus days. And you guys, I can't do the subscribe for YouTube giveaway. So I'm going to try it again, and I do apologize. When I went out to YouTube to look at subscribers, it's not showing me half of you guys that told me that you did it. And I think it's because your settings are private, so it won't let me see those subscribers. So I know there was multitude of you guys that did that because you showed me like screenshots of how it said that you had subscribed to my YouTube channel, but I'm not seeing it. So I do apologize. I thought I could see everybody, but as I was looking it up and researching it, it said that depending on your privacy settings, I might not be able to see it. So again, I know there was at least 10 of you that subscribed after last month, or last week, I mean, but I cannot see you. So I can't do a drawing off of that. It just wouldn't be fair. So we're going to try it again, okay? So remember last week, I made this cute little dog card and with the cute little trinkets. So what I'm going to do instead And again, I apologize. Please don't beat me up over it. Again, you know I'm not tech savvy. I keep saying if Edwin and Sage go before me, I'll never be able to turn the darn TV on. And they will attest to that, trust me. I got this, Mom, it's not that hard the other night. Well, it is kind of for me. So anyways, if you will share my video tonight, my live tonight, but you got to tell me you shared, because if we're not friends, I don't necessarily see it. So make sure in the comments you put shared, and then next week I will tell you who won the little trinkets. Again, I do apologize. Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? All right, bonus days going on. Okay, so the Magnolia dies, like I said, I don't think I've ever used them in any of my crafting, but so they're called my Magnolia Memory, and you know they go along with the stamp set Magnolia Morning, and you know that's what it looks like. So I know we've used this stamp set and we've done lots of pretty things with it, but I don't think that we used any of the dies yet. We might have used that die, I'm not sure, but I thought let's use some dies and let's build the flowers for them. You're gonna love them. So that is, if you're interested, that's on page 182 of the annual catalog. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build some flowers. So let me show you which ones I used to build the flower, or two we're about to build. You really only need 3 of them. You need this big one, you need this the next size, and then you need this one. This is a little bit smaller than that one, so you need those 3. And then you need the 2 little stamen. And if you really want it to get fancy, you could do some of the petals as well to add to it. I'm not going to do that for time's sake, but because I want to show you how to build this flower. So those would be the 4 or the 5 items that you would need. And I'm just going to use, and I've already cut them out, so I'm not going to bore you with the big shot work because I know you guys know how to do that already. Get this out of the way. So those are that. Okay, so you're going to put that aside so I don't run into it. So I've already cut those out, and I actually cut out 2 of the bigger little stamen. I think that's what they're called, right? And 2 of the smaller ones. And then you can see I've cut out 3 of the bigger size, 2 of the next size, and then 1 of the smaller size. And I am just going to use, are you guys seeing me a little crooked? Did I maybe hit my camera? I might have. There you go. So what you first want to do is take your bone folder, and you're going to go ahead and just kind of, you're breaking the fibers of the paper to see how it kind of curls like that. So you want to curl it. Okay. And then you want to do that for all of them, because this is going to be a 3D flower. You don't have to be real rough with it. You don't want to tear the paper, but you do want it to curl up. So you can just see I'm just kind of like when we used to do the curly ribbon, you know, that's kind of the pressure I'm using with the bone folder. Okay, so now you have all of those folded, and then I'm going to come in with my Tombow glue, and I'm just going to put a little there. Now you want to offset these, okay, so I'm laying it on top of this, but it's going you know, into the open spaces, I guess you would say. So we're going to do that. I'm just holding it down for a second to make sure it's done. And then we're going to go ahead and put some more glue. And again, I'm going to do it I'm going to do it opposite what I just did. We're just building up the 3D-ness of it, if you will. I don't know, is that a word? All right, I'm going to I'm just holding it down there, and then we're going to come in with the next size. Again, you want to kind of offset it so it's, you know, in the open spaces. You don't want to lay it right on top of the, because again, you want to give it that 3D look. So what'd you guys do today? It was kind of we did church, and it was kind of a lazy day. I've been trying to clean it up in my, it's just too hot for me. I can't handle it. And my daughter, who was like, oh my God, Taiwan's so hot. Now she's like, I'm cold. I said, your blood has thinned out, child. It is not cold. So now I'm taking the smallest one. And again, I'm kind of offsetting it where, you know, I'm putting it in the blank spots. See, that's why I needed to hold it down. So I'm holding it down, holding it down, holding it down to make it. So look at already like the 3D-ness of it. So do that. And then I do want to come in and I'm going to keep this one flat, this stamen, just because it's going to lay on the bottom. Oops. And again, got to hold it in there until it actually glues down. Say hey if you're out there. I see Penny said hi and Michelle said hi. Okay, so that's cute just like that, right? Like, oh my gosh, seriously. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bone folder again and just give it a little, to make it curl up a little bit because we don't want it laying totally flat again.
Toodles.
Toodles. And then I am going to do that again. Put it in the center. And again, I'm offsetting it. I don't want it to sit right on top of, you know, the petals going the same way. And then I'm going to do this for the next size. Just again, I'm going to give it a little, I know you're not seeing a lot of it, but we just want to give it a little bit of a curl. And again, we're going to put a little glue in there. You know, I like my Tombow. I did buy some of the new tape, but I haven't, I'm afraid to use it. I'm afraid I'll mess it up. Okay, so there's that. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and kind of fold it up a little bit so you get more of the dimension. Can you see what I'm doing there? Okay. And then to really give it dimension, what I'm going to do is take this last one and I'm really just going to take my fingers and see how I'm like just bending it up. Now you could put as many or as little. Like I said, just doing the one looked super cute. But depending on the kind of dimension you want to see with this, that's how many you want to cut. So look at the difference that makes when you start to build up the, can you see that? Like look at, it looks like a real, isn't that pretty, you guys? I suppose you could put something in the middle, like some kind of a glitter gem or a little dot or something, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like that. So that's what I'm going to use for here when I do our little thank you. So I'm going to put that aside for now. I just wanted to build it and then it can be drying. So now let's actually make the little container thingy here, okay? So I'll put that there. You do need your scorer. And I accidentally cut earlier, so use the scorer, don't cut. So your piece here, this is crumb cake, and the piece here is 7 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm actually going to extend this out because I do need to score. I don't have a lot of room here, you guys. Let's see. All right. Oops. I don't want it all the way over there, otherwise it won't work. So I'm going to score it in 3 scores. And I'll put the score out later after I'm done with this tonight. So first you're going to score it at 2 3/4. Score, not cut. I did cut it when I was doing it before. And then 3 1/4. And then 6 1/2. That's where I needed to extend it out. Is for my 6 1/2. Okay. And then the inside piece, I'm actually going to close this now so I'm not suffocating myself. This inside piece that holds the candy is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we're going to do lots of scoring. So I'm going to start over here with the scoring, and I'm going to score at 1/4 inch. And again, I will put this out for you guys, so if you'd like to see it or like to try it at home. And then 1/2 inch, and then 3/4 inch. And then I'm flipping it around, and I'm going to score at 3. It's just easier for me to do the small ones on this side. I know that you guys have that too. I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of jiggling there. 3, and then 3 1/4, and then 3 1/2. Okay, so it kind of makes it a little bit of an accordion, right? So I'm just gonna kind of, so you want to do your little mountain fold, I guess, but I'm gonna do it in. The mountain fold's going in, and this outside flap is actually going to sit on the inside of that. So then that would fold in. Can you see how I'm doing that? I'm folding that in, and then I'm gonna do the mountain fold in on that one as well. I know that it's hard to see when I'm doing this, but so what I'll do is I want to put glue right here, and then I'm going to fold it over, so we're closing that off. So this is the little candy holder that's going to go on the inside. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that for a second, let that go. I recommend sticky strip for the next thing that we're going to do, and I had a roll of it, and it has magically disappeared in the mess of my desk. Sticky, well, I have some, I see sticky strip, but where'd my tear tape go? Oh my gosh, right in front of my face, right here. So I just want to hold that down for a second. Okay, don't make the same mistake I did. So you get to learn from me. So this is the little matchbooky thing, right? So what I want you to do is put tear tape down, but make sure you don't put the tear tape right at the edge here, because what I did on mine when I was playing with this originally, I put it too close. See, now it's not really a matchbook. It's like I have to really fight it to get in there. So I'm going to make sure now that I put it more in the middle to hold that piece down. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So put it here because you want that to be loose so you can tuck it in, okay? And then you're going to put another piece of tear tape right here because that's going to help hold it. You'll see what I mean. So pull that off. Hi, Kristen. Let's see. Okay, so here's our little, and I'm actually going to put this seam at the back so when somebody opens it, they don't see the ugly seam. So I'm going to lay this right on top, but I'm going to scoot it down just a little bit. Okay, so I have some room up here. So I'm scooting it down, and then I'm going to fold this flap over. Okay, so my candy should fit easily in there. So, because you want it a little down because you don't want it catching on that, and then I can easily, now you can see how much more nice that is to put it in versus when I tried it before I met with you guys. So I put it too close to that. So don't do what I did. Do as I say and not as I do. And now I'm just winging it. Like I was looking for pretty paper to do the background. So I was using some of this paper. This is that the new flower paper. And gosh, I can't even remember what it's called. But all the different designs and everything. And I thought, you know what? That would be kind of fun just to use. We can just use a plain. Let's see what. We're winging this now. Like I don't have this planned at all. So that would be kind of pretty, wouldn't it? And it wouldn't take away from the flower. Originally I used this, but I think that even though I like the bright stuff, that wouldn't be horrible either. But I think I'm going to use that. So this is the, don't ask me what it's called. It's the 6x6 flower paper. Okay, so we're going to cut it down to, oh, look at the other side. It's tulips, one of my favorite flowers. So we're gonna just cut it to a 2.5 by 2.5. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I should, when I say that, I should put that sign out that Jamie gave me. Okay, so then I'm just going to use my glue. Hello. And it probably could have been a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Like I said, we're winging it. We're winging it tonight. And then we're going to tuck this. We could, ooh, I need to let this glue down a little bit more. We don't want it popping up. I suppose that I could come along and cut a piece that would fit right here, or we can stamp something there. You can see my friend Liz gave this and had the thank you on that. This would make really cute little party favors, like thank you for coming or whatever. So I just didn't think that out. Like I said, I'm just winging this tonight. But that would be super easy to do. And then you're just gonna glue this little baby down, because I think that's what I would use these for, is like little hostess favors or little, you know, thank you gifts. Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty easy. Should we cut this? We could do that. And let's make it a little prettier, shall we? Shall we? How about if we do it, we'll do 1 inch. How about that? 2 1/4, or I think I had it 2.5, right? Yep, 2.5, and we'll just do 1 inch to give it a little, and we could add words later if we wanted. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to show you guys. I'll show you what we're going to do. Oh, would that be okay too, like that? No, we're going to do it the other way, because I'm going to show you really quick something that I totally forgot we had. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, why didn't you show us this before? And I'm going to say, I don't know, because I don't know everything that's in the catalog. Shh, don't tell anybody that. But look at, isn't that pretty? And then you can just make this a little, oh my gosh, I'm like liking this a lot, huh? Like, that's pretty cool for winging it. Okay, I'm going to show you this really quick, and then you guys can go. So, bear with me here. So I had been hoarding these, and now I see that we have them back in the catalog. So these are adhesive sheets. If you order them, they're going to look a little different than what you're seeing here, because this was from a previous catalog that I had saved, and then I saw that they came back, and I'm so glad they did, and you guys are going to be so glad they did too. So they are, let's see. They're back in the accessories, and they're called adhesive sheets. So you don't want to get, let's see, I think it's not the cling adhesive, not the foam, the adhesive sheets. Number 1 on page 162, they're 6 by 12, and you get 12 sheets of them. Well, let me show you how lovely they are. I am going to take just a small piece. You know what? I don't need to cut it. I'm going to wing this here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm going to add a word to this. So I was thinking see, I have so many thoughts, and then I get busy, and then I forget my thoughts. And so this is the well-written dies, and I know we've used these before, and you go, oh my gosh, how am I gonna have these be adhered? So that's where these fine little sheets come in. So let me show you real quick how they work. Like I said, I hadn't gotten this all done before we met. So I was using this to cut out the little stamen, as you can see. So I'm just going to cut that off real quick, put that in my recycle, and I just need a piece of these adhesive strips, just big enough for this friend. So I'm going to do that. Don't do what I did before, where I cut a bigger piece and then I set it down by mistake, and I now have adhesive on my catalog. Yeah, so you need a piece of cardstock. Oh my goodness, Robin. You need a piece of cardstock, and then, like I said, just an adhesive sheet that's going to cover whatever you're going to do. And then you're going to pull off one of the backings. There's 2 backings here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is just like a, I don't know what you call it. But I'm going to lay this here on the cardstock, okay? And it's sticky now on there. So I'm actually going to create a sticker. So let me move this stuff off here and show you what I did, or what we're going to do, because I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot. Let's see this real quick. And so there's the paper with the sticky on it. And then here is my word. I'm going to do a friend, right? So I'm going to put the friend on there. And we're going to run it through. You're going to see some wiggling, so bear with me here. Oops. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, Karen. So if you have not seen these adhesive sheets before, you definitely want them. So now I have just created a sticker with friend, and I know I showed you guys a couple different times how to use your silicone mats to get the glue all on the back. Well, now, I mean, you can still do that, but this is so easy. So I'm just going to get rid of the stuff I don't need, obviously. Look at, I pulled off the back. This is now a sticker, and I can just lay it right there. And OMG, girls, that's just on the fly. That's just what I thought. So is that not cute? So buy those words, because I know you weren't buying them before because you thought, what a pain in the rear to try to get them onto something. But look at, is that not cute? Now I can give that to a friend. Yay! All right, that's it. Don't forget, bonus days till the end of July. For every $50 you spend before tax and shipping, you get $5 coupon from Stampin' Up! To use with the new mini catalog. Yes, yes. All right, you guys, thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday evening and have a great week. And happy stamping!